Hello, Ron speaking. Hello?
Hi, is this the Kingdom Hall?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I just have a quick question I was wondering if someone could help me with.
Okay.
Do you have a minute?
Yeah, we're conducting service, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, should I try back later? Would that be better?
No, I'll go ahead and answer your question.
Well, this one friend of mine, he was kind of interested in the Bible, and he was talking to some witnesses, and he has a seminary degree in theology, and they said to him that it's irrelevant and that he just really needs to read the Watchtower publications. So I was just trying to figure that out. I mean, I was kind of surprised by that. Is that a common view, or?
I don't know who said that to him.
Just friends he had, some witnesses.
That would kind of be a lengthy discussion because I'd have to ask more questions, and I don't have the time right now.
Is that kind of the general take on higher education?
No. The Watchtowers are attached to the Bible. They're just an aid for the person to get into the scriptures in the Bible. The information, though, is accurate because research is done before anything is published. So they're not going to make any statements that don't coincide with Scripture. And so it's based on reasoning. There's a scripture in Romans 12:1 that says, use your power of reason. So when you look at Scripture, Scripture explains Scripture.
Well, I wasn't really asking that. I was just asking about their dissing his degree because, I mean, it seems like they quote scholars in their literature also, even ones that aren't witnesses.
And we found individuals in the ministry who claim to be witnesses, and they're really not.
It could be a fake person or something. Like they're just saying that, and they're not really a Jehovah's Witness. Like you mean like that?
Well, I don't know why they do that.
Well, I mean, it kind of seems to coincide because I was kind of researching a little on their view of higher education in general. So to me, it seems kind of credible that they could say that. Like in 1969, they told the young people then, don't worry because the system is about to end and you don't need to go to college, because you'll never grow up in this system to have any career.
That's not our teaching. Our teaching is for people to get the education that they need to support themselves for a living.
Well, that was a quote. That was a direct quote from 1969. It seems kind of harmful to those young people.
With time, so everything gets modified over time.
Do you think that hurt those people though, since they were told they wouldn't be old enough ever because the system was about to end? To not bother about that? Do you think that hurt them?
Well, no, the system isn't as concluding, but nobody tells anyone not to pursue what they need.
Well, it does. It's in May 22nd, 1969.
Are you a witness?
No, I just was researching their view on higher education because of what my friend said.
If you look through the information that is current, there's corrections when mistakes.
Yeah, I wasn't asking about that. I was asking if that hurt those people at the time, since that really didn't pan out. Now they're kind of old.
No, there's still many, many people that are still alive that still keep refining when there's a refinement made.
No. I was asking if the advice to not worry about what they were going to do for a living, if that hurt them.
No, it didn't hurt them.
It didn't hurt them. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I wonder how they're doing now. They must be surprised that they got kind of old.
Probably mostly retired now.
Yeah, they must be surprised they didn't. This quote from their
personal.
It says they would never grow to fulfill any career, and now they're old. So, I mean, what do you make of that?
Well, to fulfill a career on a permanent basis, it's all temporary, right? Because eventually you die or you retire.
That's not what it means, though. You're reinterpreting. Yeah. You're kind of reinterpreting it.
No. What we're saying is, basically, when we're saying is you could have a career in the ministry and help people to practice principles, and instead of the tear down that we see going on, you could look at things that are being torn down. Take just the entertainment world and the movies. used to be there was screening as to what was allowed to visually see on your television, and now there's just about anything goes. There's no moral standard as far as that code goes anymore. It's worn down over time. But the principles about immoralities and things that are inappropriate for children and parents to want their children to watch, is still a principle.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about? I'm a little confused.
What you're talking about is in the past. You're talking about in the past, and it changes over time with what is current.
So does that mean they could give you bad advice like that too?
Let me give you another.
I mean,
example.
I think they were even saying that before 1914. Like, there's an audio recording of Fred Franz saying he quit college because what was the point of it? Because of 1914.
That was his stand on his own.
No, it wasn't. No, he became.
No, when he quit college, that was his stand on his personal choice. He made that decision
based on what they were teaching at that time.
Based on what he felt and what he was learning.
No, it's in their publications.
It's just like
they taught
else.
That 1914.
You have the freedom to choose whatever, like you're choosing to ask questions, right? And so you're forming your own viewpoint as far as how you're going to make your decisions with what you learn. And so each person has to make that choice on an individual basis.
Yeah, it was based on what the teaching he was getting at the time. That 1914 was going to be the end of Armageddon, the end of government.
It was the end of the Gentile time.
No, I'm explaining to you how they were interpreting that, and they don't really tell that too much. But if you read back in the publications before 1914. You'll see what they were really teaching. No, they didn't say there was a big change. They said specifically that you could test visibly cataclysmic events, the end of government, the end of Christendom, the end of Armageddon, and the beginning of paradise. And that's how they defined the end of the Gentile times. Do you have a number where I
could call you back because I'm being motion relieved?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't want to interrupt.
I can't do two things.
That'd be great.
Get something to write on here. And then what is your name?
Christine.